Right. Welcome in. Got a couple of trainers hooked up to continue through Mossdeep Gym. So yeah, just jump straight into it. Well, to start with, we've got the trick room fight. So we beat Preston and Mora last time. Now we're going to jump straight into the trick room fight. So to start with, I'm just going to grab the team. We need Hitmonlee. We need Ludicolo. We do need Slowbro. We need Blaziken. We need Rhyperior. And we need Chandelure. Okay, first thing, you do need to do a little bit of leveling up. So Blaziken is going to be leveled to 85. And actually that's all we need. Yes, we're going into this fight with 2 level 70s. Lovely. And then some items. Go all the way down. We need Iron Ball on Blaziken. We need the Sticky Barb on Hitmonlee. And we need Spell Tag for Chandelure. And finally, we need a Lumberry on Rhyperior. Slowbro and Ludicolo do not need any items. And with that, we can head straight for the battle. Our slot order actually doesn't matter for this fight because at both the times it matters, both slots make the same ones, so it doesn't actually matter. So we can jump in. Alright, and here we go. I double check. You got Sticky Barb. You got Iron Ball on your level 85, a Lumberry, and Spell Tag. Okay, here we go. Okay, they open with Berserker and Porygon 2. We have, first importantly, Porygon gets the attack download, not the special attacks, because both of these mons have much better special defense. But to start with, we've opened with our 2 fake out mons. We are just going to fake out both of these. This means that Berserker can't fake us out, and Porygon can't do anything this turn, so that's okay. They'll both flinch. Perfect. Hitmonlee takes a Sticky Barb here. Okay, now importantly on this turn, Porygon does not see any kills, and it sees that we're faster than it, so it is going to be going for Trick Room. Meanwhile, our Hitmonlee is faster and is just going to kill Berserker with close combat. We can switch our Ludicolo out into our Blaziken. Perfect. Close combat comes and that kills. Our defenses get lowered. And Porygon will be setting up Trick Room here. Perfect. So, when we take another Sticky Barb chip, here both of these mons would have baited out Bronzong, so it didn't actually matter which way around it was going, so that's fine. So now, with that defense drop from Close Combat and the Sticky Barb chip, Porygon sees kill with Psychic only into Hitmonlee, and Bronzong sees kill with either of its moves into Hitmonlee. Neither of them see anything into Blaziken. So we are going to be swapping Hitmonlee out for Slowbro. And at level 85, Overheat kills Bronzong. Notice, even though Blaziken has an Iron Ball, it is still not slower than Bronzong, so Bronzong moves first. Heavy Slam does hardly anything. Now, Blaziken goes, Overheat kills Bronzong. Perfect. And Porygon here will simply use a Psychic into Slowbro, which doesn't do too much. Perfect, and Rampardos comes out. So now Slowbro is always baiting a kill from Thunder, or it could be Tri-Attack as well, I think. Anyway, that doesn't matter. We're going to switch it into Rhyperior. Meanwhile, with our Iron Ball, we are actually slower than Rampardos in Trick Room, and so can kill with Close Combat. Perfect. Close Combat kills Rampardos before it can do anything. And Thunder, perfect, does nothing. Now, thanks to those defense drops, Porygon now sees Psychic kill into Blaziken, so we are going to chip it with Hammer Arm while we protect. Because Porygon sees no kills into Rhyperior. So Hammer Arm comes out, does a bit of chip, and Psychic does nothing. We are now, this is about to be the 5th and final turn of Trick Room. So we're going to swap Rhyperior out for Chandelure. And of course, we've seen already our Blaziken with the Iron Ball is slower than Porygon and now kills with Close Combat after that Hammer Arm. So we get our free switch, and that's perfect. Porygon dies. And we should see here Trick Room ending. Perfect. Now both of these mons bait out Jellicent first. Jellicent here sees a slow kill into, a fast kill into Blaziken or a slow kill into Chandelure. Is always going to go for the fast kill into Blaziken because Blaziken is slower, not in Trick Room thanks to the Iron Ball. So we'll Shadow Ball here. Shadow Ball can crit kill, but that is fine. We're just going to detect. Shadow Ball comes out. Can kill with crit, won't otherwise. I think that was pretty much a max roll. Hydro Pump goes into the protect. And we can just do that again. Perfect. And then Hatterene as the last mon is slower and just dies to Shadow Ball. So and that is the Trick Room fight down. Nice and clean. Yes, thank you, and welcome in XYZ. Yeah, no, nice and clean. That one took me a little bit of time to figure out. I spent a lot of time cooking with Conqueror at the start because Flame Orb Conqueror would have killed a lot of things in that fight, and obviously had Hammer Arm to lower its own speed. I kind of got stuck on that in a position that was pretty good but sketchy for the last, well, for Jellicent mainly at the end. So I ended up sort of having to pivot and found Blaziken could just do it, which was great. Okay, grab items back. I think those are actually like some of the first, pretty much the first kills for Blaziken. I think. Let me have a look. Where are we at? Yeah, those were officially the first three kills for Blaziken. It's been used as a protect bot for a handful of assists, actually quite a few assists, but that was the first time it's actually gotten a kill. Which is pretty cool. The preview earlier, there's another one in my box that doesn't have a kill that's going to be getting one, but we'll leave that as a little surprise for later. Okay, so next we have the Fling double battle, which, as many people probably knows, is quite bugged. We are not going to be using any of those bugs, we're just going to be killing it, because it's also not that hard to fight. So, we need to be... Yeah, let me get my notes up. We actually only need 3 mons for this fight. And I don't think my baiting order matters. Okay, anyway. We need Archeops. We need Blaziken. And we need... where is it? Big Pidgey. The rest of the mons really don't matter. They're not going to be used. I'll bring Fake Out guys. Fake Out guys are always nice, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, that'll do. We do need to do a little bit of leveling though. We need to get Pidgey up to level 83. And he needs his Mega Stone. And we need a Shed Shell for Blaziken. And no item on Archeops. So that is perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just thinking if I should bring at least something for backup in case I've messed something up, and I think I will. It should be fine, but I think Slow Bros should be good. That really shouldn't matter. I'll give it a Citrus Berry just in case. But these last 3 shouldn't matter at all. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, Virgil Nate set up wanting this well, these mons to fling Salak berries across the way into weakness policies and speed boosts and all that fun stuff, but that doesn't really matter. So, for this one, Blaziken here is basing a fast skill from both high horsepower and psychic, so it is going to protect. Pidgey is simply going to Mega and going to hit Gothitelle with a Hurricane. I think technically like a max roll crit plus a confusion self-hit could kill Gothitelle this first turn, but I think that's fine. Yeah, Hurricane comes out. And then does that. High horsepower does nothing. And Psychic does nothing. So now, thanks to our Shed Shell, we can switch out of the Shadow Tag and into Archeops on the high horsepower, and the Psychic's not going to come off because Gothitelle is simply going to die. Okay. I actually tried to fling. Okay. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot side fling tied with fast skill, didn't it? Can tie with fast skill. I guess that was kind of a bit of a mistake then. Because... yeah. Okay, that's technically a mistake, but I could have completely accounted for that mistake by leveling Pidgeot up one more time, because Pidgeot at level 84 rather than 83 was faster than +1 speed Gothitelle anyway. Oh well. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Now we're in. So this turn Crocodile here doesn't see any kills, so it's going to try and fling the Satellite Berry to Flapple. We are going to here click Dual Wing Beat into Crook. This will do a little bit of chip damage, but never enough to trigger the Salak Berry. And Hurricane is just going to kill Flapple. Kind of did forget about Sucker Punch, but again, that's fine. It doesn't really do anything without any boosts. Yep, so the fling fails. So now we can use Acrobatics to kill the Venomoth, and Hurricane will kill Crocodile. Then we take a nice easy double kill. And now we are simply faster and than both of the mons in the back, and we can just double up into both of them. None of them have any priority or anything. This has got a sash. Doesn't matter, I can click either. I'll click Acro plus Hurricane. Double up simply kills. Acro does a lot. Hurricane finishes it off. And Mienshao last simply dies, and that's done. Very easy. Perfect. Now we move on to the next fight. And for this next fight, we will actually be making a little bit of an investment, but honestly, it's an investment I was definitely going to be making at some point, so I mean, maybe it's not the best idea to be doing it now when I've only got 2 scales and quite possibly needing them for Tate and Liza or Space Center. But I couldn't really find another line. I looked at a fair few lines for this next one. Yeah, I get a bunch after dive, so that's why I'm okay doing that, but it's just I think I haven't started cooking it yet, but my actual Tate and Liza fight I think is going to be pretty demon. So there is a bit of concern I have of, well, am I just screwing myself over by using one that I might need now? But I think it's worth it, and I think this will be a very good scale anyway. So, let me get the team. So, we need Rabombi. We need Medicham. We need Salazzle. We need Metagross. Galvantula. And Torterra. So, we've got a little bit of leveling up to do. So, Rabombi needs to get to 77. Medicham needs to come all the way up to 82. And this will actually be Medicham's first time coming to a fight, I believe. Yes, this will be Medicham's first fight. Because up until now, I've sort of always had decent fighting types and sort of do its job for it. But, well, I've got a Mega Medicham here now. So, here we go. And we need Torterra up to 85. Items, so we need Medichamite, and we need a Miracle Seed for Torterra. And that's actually it. The rest of our mons don't need any items. But we do still have a couple of things we need to do. First, I need a flyer. Because we need to go teach a move. We're going to go over to Marvel because we are going to be teaching Thunder Punch to Medicham. We need Thunder Punch on Medicham. And we're going to teach it over High Jump Kick because we're never clicking High Jump Kick ever. Okay, and now we need to fire back and we've got our one little bit of investment to do. So we have a look here at Medicham. You notice it is naughty. It has plus attack, but it has a 0 attack ID, which is not ideal. But it does mean if I use one scale into that attack, between the plus attack and the doubling thanks to cure power, that's a lot of damage. So we are going to spend a scale on Medicham's attack. And now this Medicham hits like a truck. Yeah, so after Mega Evolving, Medicham now hits harder than Guts Conqueror, which is great. This is, an item can make pre-burned Conqueror more, but yeah, this is just insane damage and insane value on that scale. It's why I was so happy to do it. There was maybe a line I could have done this fight without that investment. I got very close on an initial plan, but that initial plan it was good for the first half of the fight, but it sort of struggled and I was probably going to end up having to risk a crit on the back half. But I think at such a valuable scale, I was willing to spend it here. So, with that, we are ready to go. So, we can run into the fights. Okay. Let me double check. It should be Rabombi slot 1, which will be opposite the. Oh, hang on. Let me get all these mods in my calc quickly. Yeah, Rabombi should be slot 1 opposite the. Wait, hang on. No. Sorry, Rabombi needs to be in slot 2. Because it needs to be opposite the Conqueror. Good, glad I double checked that. So, okay. Cool. So, let me double check. We have Medicham, level 82 with an attack scale. Yeah, level 82 with attack scale, Thunder Punch, and Medicham. We have Rabombi at level 77. Flazzle doesn't need an item. Metagross doesn't need an item. Galvantula doesn't need an item, and Torterra is level 85 with a Miracle Seed. Okay. Nervous. It's a reasonably long plan, but it's pretty cool. So, in we go. Okay, so we open here, Meowstic and Conqueror. Yeah, the Conqueror is opposite the Rabombi, which is correct. So Meowstic here does not see any kills, and because it doesn't see any kills, and neither of our mons have share a move with it, so it's not going to go for Imprison, so it's always going to go for Fake Out. Rabombi is Shield Dust, so it will never target with Bombi with Fake Out, only Medicham. Which is good, that's what we want. Initially, my previous plan had me opening with Flying Gem Archeops, which was not to use the gem, but Flying Gem Acrobatics showed a kill to Meowstic to bait the fake out, but that was kind of a bit of a waste of a slot, so it didn't matter. So all we're going to do here, Medicham, very importantly, we are not going to Mega Evolve with Medicham. So it doesn't matter, you can just click Zen Headbutt, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not going to get moved this turn. Actually, I should probably, yeah. I'll do that. Zen Headbutt into Meowstic, it doesn't matter. It's not going to move this turn, it's going to get faked out. Rabombi, we had to level up a little bit so there was no overlapping roll with Ice Punch, but baits a kill from only Poison Jab from this Conqueror. Conqueror doesn't see any kills into Medicham, and before Megaing, Medicham doesn't show it a fast kill, so it won't Mach Punch Medicham. So Rabombi, we are going to switch out into Salazzle. So Salazzle, well, first Fake Out will come out into Medicham, perfect. Get Medicham flinches, and Poison Jab into Salazzle, which doesn't do too much. It's actually quite a lot anyway, but you know, that's fine. Conqueror here just sees, I think it sees guaranteed kill into Salazzle, it will just sort of do whatever. Now we Mega Evolve, and after Mega Evolving, Zen Headbutt is a guaranteed kill. And this was why we needed the scale. The scale guarantees this kill. Because previously, even if I'd gone up to level 85, it was, I think it was a fairly generous range, but anyway. Salazzle, meanwhile, is the fastest thing on the field. It is going to Encore Meowstic into Fake Outs. So, Medicham Mega Evolves, Encore comes out, forcing Meowstic to Fake Out, which obviously it will fail, and Zen Headbutt kills Conqueror. Perfect. So, Salazzle here now baits in Gyarados first. Perfect. Gyarados will Intimidate, but that's okay, because -1 Thunder Punch still kills Gyarados. So, Medicham is faster than the Gyarados, it will kill with Thunder Punch. Salazzle, meanwhile, is just going to Sludge Bomb into the Meowstic to chip it down a bit, break its sash, which the Fake Out fails. There was no worry with Poison killing it there, because even if that had max roll crit and poisoned, it wouldn't die this turn. And Rapidash coming in last has Pastel Veil, which would have healed its poison on switching. Obviously, it doesn't matter. Rapidash comes in. Now, thanks to that little Fake Out chip, Rapidash sees guaranteed fast kill with Play Rough into Medicham. So, yeah, the reason why we wanted to Fake Out into Medicham there was because min roll of Play Rough is 206, which, if we have a look, we're now at 193. So, this is a guaranteed Play Rough into Medicham. Salazzle is faster than Rapidash, so we don't have to worry about it going for slow kill. And it doesn't have priority or anything, so Medicham is going to switch out into Metagross, and we are going to Sludge Bomb to bring Rapidash nice and low, and this is the third and final turn of Meowstic's Encore. Sludge Bomb, perfect, that has a sash, so crit can't kill. Not that it would actually matter if crit could kill there. And it can't get poisoned because of its ability. And we say Encore ends here. So, what we're going to do this turn is we are going to use Metagross to kill Rapidash with Bullet Punch, and we are going to Encore again. Meowstic, however, this will be Meowstic's 5th turn using Fake Out, so it's 5th PP out of 5. So, Encore that level up doesn't matter. So Encore will come out here, and Encore and fake out, but Encore will immediately end again after this. So it fails, and then Encore will end here. Perfect. So it has no more PP for fake out, it can't click it again. So currently, Meowstic, well, none of our Mons have share our move with Meowstic. None of them have Psychic, Thunderbolt, or Fake Out, so it won't click Imprison, but it sees a slow kill with Psychic into Salazzle. So, what we are going to do on this turn, Metagross is just going to switch out into Galvantula, and Salazzle is going to switch into Torterra. Torterra will take the Psychic. With Shell Armor, can't get crit, even if Special Defense drops. So Torterra is never going to bait another killing move after this. So the Psychic comes out. It takes, decent amount, but not too much, and even if that had max roll and Special Defense drop, it was never going to bait a kill. So right now, Meowstic sees no kills, but Galvantula has Thunderbolt, so now it is going to click Imprison. So we're just going to Thunder Wave with Galvantula here. It doesn't really matter paralyzing it, but it makes it a little bit nicer a bit later on. And Torterra is going to switch back into Salazzle. So Imprison comes out. I now can't use Psychic, Thunderbolt, or Fake Out, but that doesn't matter. So Thunder Wave comes out, paralyzes it. This turn, we just need to waste another turn with Galvantula, so I'm just going to click Thunder Wave again. And Salazzle is going to click Encore again. And this Meowstic is once again going to be stuck doing nothing. Yeah, Thunder Wave doesn't matter. It's going to try and use Imprison again, doesn't matter. So, now, we're all good. So now, I'm just going to click Volt Switch. I could just switch out and kill it. It doesn't really matter. Kill it next turn, but again, I will click Volt Switch. And Salazzle, I'm going to swap out for, let me double check I get this the right way around. So yeah, Salazzle switches for Rabombi. Yeah, that doesn't kill, but that's fine. They could have killed and that also would have been fine. I'm going to send out Torterra. With Torterra, it doesn't actually matter what we click this turn. We're just going to click Synthesis, it doesn't matter. And Rabombi is going to kill this with Pollen Puff. Yeah, because obviously we don't want to click Earthquake, and I don't really want to click Wood Hammer, not that it actually matters, so I'll just click Synth. It shouldn't matter, but I suppose it's slightly better in a Sphere. Which shouldn't be happening, but Melodic comes out. So that's important. Torterra baits Melodic first. And this Melodic's kind of a pain because, it has Hypnosis, it has Coil, and it has Muddy Water to do stuff, which is annoying. We're just going to click Wood Hammer. And with Rabombi, we are going to click Tailwind. This will trigger Dynamic Speed and mean that Torterra is going to move first and kill with Wood Hammer. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now we have, it's just this left, we have Tailwind up. Okay, with our Miracle Seed on Torterra, it wasn't actually for Melodic. We killed Melodic even without the Miracle Seed, but with being at exactly level 85, we are exactly 3 points faster than this Per Ugly under Tailwind, and with the Miracle Seed we show it a fast kill with Woodhammer, so it is always going to fake out Torterra here. Instead of going for a slow kill into Rabombi. So, I mean, we can just stay in and it doesn't matter what you do. Meanwhile, Rabombi is going to switch into Medicham. The fake out comes out. And I mean, you can stay in, and close combat is just going to be faster and kill this. And it has a silk scarf, slash or anything, so. And that is the fight down. Super clean, super sick. Was very satisfying to cook that one. Nice to actually get some kills for Medicham for once. First time coming out of the box. Take a cheeky little triple kill. Nice and simple. Yeah, I think the scale there is very much worth it. So happy to have gotten that one done. But that's all the fights that I have cooked for now. Yeah, so that will be all for today. Yeah, the next one's the Crobat double, which is a bit of a demon. And then, well, then it's the Marill one, which is going to be super easy since I have Encore Salazzle that can just Encore the Pissimian into Detect and basically not let anyone do anything, so that one shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, Crobat double is going to be a demon, and then of course Peyton Liza, which looks interesting to say the least. So anyway, that'll do. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time. I don't actually know if I know anyone that's actually live right now. See if I know anyone. I'll go right into Narth, why not? Okay. Cheers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time.